To me, it's a better idea to glue plastic to plastic as opposed to paint on paint. Um, I think you get a better seal because otherwise you have glue gluing paint to paint, and the strength of the glue is based on the paint. Is that true? I'm not sure, but I've noticed that if you paint everything and you paint the two things that I come in contact with, they tend to break easier. Whereas if it was plastic to plastic, they tend to stick a lot better. So, in my opinion, it's better to glue plastic to plastic than to a painted surface to another painted surface. Hmm. So I'm trying to just scrape off the paint that I have and the base coat so I can, you know, glue the plastic to plastic. And this kind of goes back a little bit to, what do you call it? To someone who kind of was a very good painter, but also at the same time kind of makes logical sense. I don't know if glue will penetrate the paint to go to the plastic or not. So, but from experience, again, not sure if it's true. It just seems like it that whenever I glue to paint, it doesn't hold as well if it's a highly touched area or if it's something that can kind of get knocked loose. There's some areas where I don't care. I don't mind. Kind of like these things are underneath, and I tend to pick it up like this, not from the things. What's up, Randall? So I don't have to necessarily scrape all the things off, but I just want to make sure there's enough of the plastic area that will glue down to another plastic area. Definitely scrape more. No problem. Not that I snipped the bottom off, so it'll be a little bit more flat. I have to scrape a little bit more forward so that will fit properly. Oop. Okay, perfect. I think that'd be better. Yep. Not much. Doing better than I was yesterday. The day before I was pretty sick those days. You guys had some kind of stomach bug or something. Ate some Taco Bell, man? Was well worth it. Well, if you don't go to use the restroom, then maybe it wasn't Taco Bell. mm. Okay, kind of gotta let that sit and dry up. I gotta do something about that underside. I don't know what to do with it, honestly. I always like Taco Bell, and eating their food hasn't caused me any trouble. Oh man, you develop a stomach of steel there. Nah, their food ain't ain't as bad as a lot of people say, but it's always nice to kind of make a little bit of a fun of it. Man, this paint's still kind of thick. I mean, Taco Bell's still relatively cheap compared to all the other burger places, even with the like the coupons that you get from those burger places. What makes those so special? Yeah, but pooped in a couple of days. Taco Bell becomes Man, not only do you enjoy it, well, I guess it only goes in one way. Good. Depends on all how it comes out, but for sure. Francois, man, when are you gonna do the dry brushing? I've been waiting for it. I don't know if you've done it or not. I noticed a lot of your stuff popping up on my homepage though. I saw the Land Raider come up there. The undersized, such terrible, just flat surfaces. Soon I should have something in mind, but it will clearly be a longer video. Yeah, for sure. I'm sure there's many steps to it. I can't wait to start painting something other than Ultramarines. All this nice and neat kind of bluish. I kind of want to start painting grimy stuff. I hate this underside. It's just I gotta paint it a color. I really don't really care much for it, honestly. So long as it's kind of mostly blue, it should be fine. Have to put a couple of layers of this stuff on there. I'm actually in Kansas on another job. You got you traveling or something? I don't know, I'm mostly just focusing on my 30 days of shorts and trying to get the Codex shops. Oh, when does the Codex drop? I think I should try experimenting on what undercoat will work well with the blue. Woo! Dang, away from family and set and stuff. too much of a blank, big ol' freaking empty spot that paint doesn't really want to stick to. Alright, we'll let that dry. Focus on more of the main body, or actually people will see. Okay. Just want to make sure I'm. Woo. Are you excited for it? I mean, Eldar was severely overpowered for a very long time. They finally got the nerf they deserve. Okay. Man, I wish I had a base. Let's see how can I. There we go. Shouldn't be focusing too much on my ancient Tigurius here. Good lord. I guess I'd be in the same boat as you too. I'm hoping Dark Mechanicus comes out. Wouldn't mind trying to get some chaos. I don't have any chaos armor at the moment. I'm thinking about 3D printing Chaos Knights. And I have an idea how I want to paint them. Kind of really want to do that too. I kind of change from one to another. My original idea with going with Chaos Knights would be to there's this medium called chipping medium. Not chipping, crackling. Actually, it's right here. Crackle medium. And if you paint a couple of coats of that, it looks like it'll show the underlayer or the base layer. And that's what I wanted to do with my knights, just because it's a lot more flat surfaces and I think it'll look better. That's about 6 months I played it sometime. I can't believe you lied to me, Francois. Jeez. You played Town 10th edition then, did you? Oh, 7th edition, huh? Yeah, I didn't play. I wasn't playing during that time. I was working. Didn't enjoy painting them. Didn't enjoy playing them. Must have just kind of. Dang. Wow. I think the end of Tau there was the end of my interest in Tau. Dang, I don't know what edition they were strong or weak in. I mean, maybe you played them when they were their weakest. Why didn't you enjoy painting them? Too much undersuit and hooves. They're fish, dude. They're fish, apparently. So, I forget, like, they're supposed to be fish, which kind of doesn't make much sense when they have hooves. I like the, but you ain't wrong about that. They do have hooves. I try to simplify my painting a bit. And what do you mean by undersuit, though? Like, like t-shirts under armor? Bitch to build because you don't lock together. You gotta hold them steady till the glue dries. Goatfish. I like cows better. I consider them cowfish. You know what, man? If I could, I am gonna repaint my towel, but if I want to go jokingly, I'd paint them white and black and make them like cows. I would so love that. But I gotta take them a little bit seriously, though. Okay. So the towel are the worst. Uh, I don't I don't remember when the new battlesuit models came out. Was it during 7th edition? The new battlesuits are a little bit bigger. I have both the old and the new ones. But the stealth suit almost look the same, but there is clearly an update to them, but they still very similar. You like the painting of my new Tau suit, by the way? My new Tau suit? Stealth suit? Don't you love the painting on this? That's the way they're gonna be the entire time. Although someone made a comment, had a great idea about stealth suits. Whoa, I didn't know they had the metal ones. I had all mine are plastic, but I don't think they had metal ones. Metal stealth suits? Because I have one of the original ones, I believe. Um, because I think they were released around like maybe 4th or 5th edition, and that's when I started picking them up. Better get 3 clothes in those ways. They're stealth. There's 50 million colors on them. What you talking about? You just can't see it. They're super stealthy. Mm, actually, I need to get. I don't. Really? You have to show me that. Only because I know when they first came out, my one of my friends talking about the bases. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. It's 3 colors minimum. But our where I play tournament, they don't care about your paint scheme or anything. You get max points for that because they're not gonna let someone win because someone painted their models better. But I'll paint the base 3 different colors. Yeah. So I see what you're saying. Yeah. I'll definitely get 3 colors on those bases. Just go. Okay, I will do that actually. Because I swear those things were not metal. I know the only thing I remember metal of Tau was their broadside, which is essentially just a Tau battle suit with the exhaust fins having a metal attachment. Tau metal stealth suits. Huh. Huh. Man, how did they switch so quickly to plastic then? What edition did Tau come out in? Come out. Ooh, Shadow Sun and metal? The Tau Empire was introduced in 10th edition of Warhammer 40k, released June 2023. Oh my god. Okay, for many years Tau were one of the newest factions 40k, being introduced as new factions in 3rd edition back in 2001. Huh. Wonder what edition. It's probably 4th or 5th edition then. Probably 5th editions whenever I started Tau. Because I know mine were all plastic. I think this might be one of the original ones right here, actually. This is probably one of the original ones because it's very bulky and kind of like very monopose. I'm gonna scrap that paint job. Metal Shadow Sun. Oh yeah. Actually, she has a helmet on too. I don't know if you could you? Is there a face version? I guess there is. No, that one's an older one. It's a 5th edition one. I think there was probably. Let me see. Tau stealth suits. Switch to plastic edition. Yeah, I did kind of see that. I wasn't too sure if that's some like custom made one. Hmm. Anyways, yeah, the only I don't think I have anything metal except for uh, except for again the original broadsides. All they were was just regular crisis suits with metal backing on their what you call it on their jump packs. They had a metal backing to it to close it off to make it look like it's supports or whatever. So this one goes on this side. And I kind of want to scrape this off a little bit so that I get the best chance for it to stick. Hmm. Scraping that off, but it's not. Nah, I'm good. I'm good. Although I will say the Marnus Calgar was looking pretty sweet, but I gotta save money primary first and foremost. Okay, that fits perfectly. Okay. Yeah, no. Oh, good lord, what was that? Hmm. But I kind of like my Calgar too at the same time. But still, I wanna like, whenever I assemble that Calgar, I want to change his position, his arm position, to look resemble the Calgar that I have, because I like that pose a lot better. Probably should paint the side first before I attach that side. See the Land Rider. I saw a little bit of it whenever I was on my homepage. I'll double check real quick. Jesus, Caliban. And the dude has a freaking power fist while operating the multi-melta. Oh, what? So is that supposed to be the Crusader? I'm assuming, right? Considering that it has dual quad, should I say, assault cannons. I like the way you position them, so it looks really nice. Prometheus variant. I haven't heard that one. The last variants that I've heard of was the Redeemer and Crusader variants. And then after that, I sold my 3 or 4 Land Raiders that I had. Never thinking that I'd get back into this hobby because of my job. This is Forge World Quad. Those are assault cannons that you put on that thing. Unless those are considered to be the heavy bolter variant, because that definitely is an assault cannon. Or did you make that modification yourself? And I'm multitasking. I had the Redeemer version and the Crusader, I think, both versions, and I had the normal Land Raider back in the day. Yeah, this it looks like it's not primed. So another Crusader a day or two ago. Did our conversion on it. I'm doing Hurricane Plasma instead of the Hurricane Bolters. Jesus. Yeah, I don't know if I'm ever gonna get back into a Land Raider, man. They're so expensive now. I remember when they were like, was it $45 for a Land Raider? Seems ridiculous still. but that's cheap relative to nowadays times. So, the 24 plasma shots from a Land Raider cruiser. Sounds fun. Are you gonna overcharge all of it and then all of it hazardous? Was it 246? Yeah, 12. Ooh. Could you imagine? What is that? 12. So that's 36 mortal wounds on your Land Raider. Your Land Raider just explodes from the overheating of the plasma shots. That would be kind of hilarious. Not only that, though, I think what would be funny is like I only have one wound left or two wounds left, hell, even three wounds left. I'm overcharging it all. All right, 12 rolls. Here we go. And all of a sudden you pass it all. You're like, hell yeah. Let's see. Man, I'm waiting for a lot of the paint to dry. Hmm. Still too much paint in there. Just one hazardous check because Raven Knights have to. Yes, because it's considered to be one gun. But your Hurricane bolters would be considered would be considered one gun apiece. So you make two tests, yeah. Although I don't run if it's still the hot rule from that edition, it's been 12 checks. Because it's based on the number of shots. Yeah, I remember the cyclic ion blasters had to do 3 per, but for some odd reason, it was better somehow. I forget why. Yeah, I mean, because the Hurricane bolters are considered to be one weapon apiece. I remember someone who was playing with me. He had whenever you look at the equipment for the Land Raider, you'd see like one or two, and it'd be still 6 shots. But is it 6 shots? I think it's 6 shots, but rapid fire, so making it 12 shots per side. And then it's twin link on top of all of that. Mm-mm. Where's my gun at? Go. D6 strength. Oh my god, is Hurricane Bolter strength 6? Oh no, that's the Flamers, yeah. Wait, Redeemer. Wait, strength 6 bolters? I remember those things being strength 4. That's the reason why I went with the Flamer one, the Redemptor. Redeemer. I know the Redeemer was the Flamer because I went with that one because it at least at the time it ignored invul saves. Yeah, yeah, exactly. And it was strength 6, making it easier to wound against Space Marines, but it couldn't penetrate their armor because I think it was AP 4 at the time. Mind you, AP4 means that a 4 up armor save is bypassed, but not a 3 up. So if you had a 3 up armor save, you still get full saves. Man, I went and bought some folk art paint to relive my memories of 3rd, 4th, and 5th edition. Not quite as good as I'd hope. Even about the big stuff too. The different kinds of gold that folk art has. I think I'll still use them in some other things. I need to get the black. Okay, should be good enough. I have to dig out my Vidar Predator. It has some cannon spawns. Oh my gosh, was that a legitimate thing or is that another Forge World model? I know they had the two variants they still currently have for the Predator. I freaking land last cannons because why not? Autocannon was kind of terrible at the time. I think it had AP5, so almost everything had a save for that thing. But with last cannons, nothing had a save. Oh no, this is starting to split again. I'm not sure what you mean. What's a VDR mean? From huh. Never really heard of that, honestly. Appeared in white door. So how did that work? Is it was a wig essentially? Point per armor value, point per care pass, point per weapon hard point. Wow. So how much did your stuff cost in terms of points? I think Land Raiders back in the day were 250 points. Crusader was probably the cheapest at 245, and Redeemer was maybe 265. Reason I went with the Redeemer again, because like it denied invul saves, and I think demons only had invuls, so essentially it killed demons straight out. Cheese cost as much as a Land Raider. I wonder if they'll ever bring that back. I doubt it. But it seems pretty cool though, for sure, being able to customize your own vehicle if it's still balanced, you know? What? Really? I don't I don't know. Considering that, it's not in the it's not in the codex, I suppose. My god, this staff is gonna be a pain in the butt to paint. I'm gonna wait till I base coat it the right color. Most current printing of the rule set. Yeah, I would assume. See, I didn't know how they phased out, rules from the White Dwarf. I know a lot of armies used to have White Dwarf ruling, and that's it. But of course, they've been codexed, so. Yeah, I never really look at the not White Dwarf, the what do you call it? The Forge World stuff, just because I know I can't afford any of that stuff. So Hurricane Crusader should be make Crusaders great again. Should have been painting up this guy a little bit, finishing up his highlights, or not highlights actually. I wonder if I should keep this axe white. It kind of looks really clean. It kind of looks nice. And I just gotta paint the metal red, I think. Metal, and then metal maybe up there, and repaint that white. I think that would be quite an amazing axe. But then to go through all this little tedious little lines and put a white ink on them. Not sure what the color to paint them after that, but I know it's going to be pain in the butt. Alright. I think I can go ahead and try to finish up this. Ooh, there is a couple of sides. Okay, this is the front, I believe. Because it has those bigger ones. Alright, let's go ahead and just finish up this before calling it quits. Okay. One more impulsor after this. Once this is complete, of course. And then I am done with impulsors. Then it's just one repulsor and one repulsor executioner after this one. And then a Redemptor Dreadnought. Then I think I'll be done with at least the vehicle portion of Space Marines. And then after that, I have to finish up the infantry just because of the changes that GW did with heavy intercessors, and I think even the Stern Guard veterans, because I think they get full reroll the wounds against their Oath target, which is pretty amazing considering that Oath targets full reroll the hits, and they get full reroll the wounds against infantry, especially if you have anti-infantry 4+. You are just wiping squads, or close enough to it, depending on how you roll, of course. Alright, that is finished for the most part. I gotta put a couple of coats of the blue on the bottom because it's not looking great, but at the same time it's the freaking bottom of a tank, so I'm not really too worried about it. Okay. Alright, anyways, I gotta pause right here. I try to stream every day around 4 to 4:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time and try to stream for at least an hour and trying to finish up my Ultramarines army and then move on to Infinity, get that painted because all I need is about 15 models, and then move on to Kill Team, get my Beastmen painted, then move on to Tau, then MCP, then Underworlds, and then who knows what else. So nice, if you like my content, please consider subscribing, thumbs up the stand down below. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next vid.